All right, there we go. I'm recording this so that you don't have to memorize everything I say. So, you can always go back to the recording later afterwards. Apologies in advance if the audio is distorted on Streamlabs. I don't know why it does that, but it's been doing that for the last bit.
Okay.
Alright, where's Gibraltar? That's the fun one.
I sent you all the codes last
Yep,
night.
Gibraltar.
It wasn't very fun. Okay, I have some water so I can get roasted.
Okay.
Okay, so I want Zarya here. I don't even know why. I just picked Zarya because I think it was highlighted.
Actually, I'm gonna let this play out until the stage setting up. Da 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 da. Wait for
Fucking
it.
ADHD.
Okay. So in general, you always want to just like be in their face and kind of be ready. You, Baptiste and Zen are positioned where that's fine, whatever. But ideally, because you don't have like a main tank per se right now, you guys are running double off tank. You need to be really aggressive because you have really high damage potential. You just don't have any sustain. So like, do you know what kill boxes are?
Yes.
Okay. So right now, you guys have a Genji McCree, Bap, Zenyatta, right? Like, your team composition actually could potentially hold, like, right up here, setting this area up as your kill box. Because you have the Sigma Zarya who can drop down and then just, like, rain damage onto them. You also have a Genji that can go down there. You have Zenyatta and McCree stand up here, and they can just, like, lay damage into them. So you're looking to be super aggressive. Also, you should be standing over here so that you can see exactly what they're running when they come out the door. You have bubble to back up with so that you can get away and just like be able to know what they're running and identify your targets in their composition. So, what do you think your target focus should be in their composition, knowing what that they're running?
Um. So Anna's probably gonna stay back, so it's kind of hard to get her.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Zen. I think once Genji dives, it's like the easiest target to kill. Um, the ball is just gonna be annoying. So I would go for either the monkey or the Genji. If the Echo is smart, then she's not gonna be in like range of my laser.
Okay. Yes, that would be a good idea. Only issue is you don't have a Lucio. So keep in mind, your team composition includes a McCree, Genji, Baptiste, Sigma, Zenyatta, and Zarya. Okay, the way your team composition plays, you have one flanker. Your one flanker is the Genji, right?
Mm-hmm.
The other five people are playing bunkered, so you have five bunker, which is your Sig, Zarya, Baptiste, Zenyatta, and McCree. They're gonna be playing as a fortified position behind the Sig barrier. Okay, your one Genji flanker is kind of off on his own, fucking around. You need to let them dive into you. They're running the double dive, which is terrible per se. When they hard and commit to your backline, they're looking to dive your Zenyatta. That's their valuable target. So these two plus him, they're always going to be looking to dive your Zenyatta. You legitimately just put orb on Zenyatta. He sustains the dive, puts Discord on people. McCree can flash them to kill. They don't even have like a DM to eat flash. They don't have a Zarya bubble to block flash. So it's literally a free flash on whoever comes in, and you guys melt them. So you need to be playing this comp way more passive. You can't be like hyper aggressive in their face. That's the one problem with your team composition. So your target focus should be whoever dives the Zenyatta, not really a specific character per se, But
Wait,
ideally, it would either be the Genji who's easy to melt, or the Winston. The ball is too fast to really chase down. Zenyatta's never in range. Ana's also never in range. The Echo's kind of up high, and you can maybe focus her, but also like if you're going to focus her, that really doesn't like leave you looking at your other teammates to put bubbles on them. So this is kind of iffy. So
I
that's
mean,
how I would be looking for targets.
We have BAP and McCree, so they should be able to take care of the Echo.
In that case, you can ignore her and just like focus on melting the Zenyatta or the Genji and the Winston. Those should be your two priority targets when they dive the Ana or your
That's what I
Zenyatta.
said.
You want to
Okay.
be playing with your backline. Your backline's playing really far back though. That's fine. Look for damage. Bubble was predictive. It's fine. Your bubble here is terrible. There's
I
no
just
damage
heard.
on you, and
I
you
was
use
looking
bubble
at chat.
anyways. That's
Yeah.
now 10 seconds you have to wait, and you can't drop down for 10 seconds without dying instantly because you use bubble. There was no pressure on you, and there was no like hard committed dive, and you still committed bubble. Zen is safe. No one's really being pressured out right now, and so you don't really have to look to use bubble yet. Right? You have bubble ready, and you can drop down on payload. They're just like poking right now. You should just like be standing there poking them out as well, and just like throwing right clicks into them to build your ult. Now that the payload is over here, once it like starts peeking out from this edge, you can drop down onto the payload and burst down whoever's on it. Right now, it'd be the Zenyatta and Ana. You just literally just walk on them. You don't even need Lucius speed boost. They don't have Lucius speed boost, so you can just like walk on them. Instead, you go forward and you're looking at the wrong people. Rather than looking at the Winston and Ball who can just walk away, if you just drop on like the Zenyatta and the Ana, Ana can throw a nade on herself and Zenyatta, and they can try and heal each other. But they're also going to be shooting you and doing damage. If you get like charged like 50 energy, you still beat them. Even better is if you have like a delayed bubble that like that cleanses the Discord, and you can like focus fire onto either one of them with your right click burst damage. Your target priority to chase the ball is not the right one. You're also 0 energy, which is less than ideal, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm 0 energy for most of the game.
That's a huge difference between us. It's just like you're using your bubbles too early. Like you're not letting them hard commit to a fight and use your bubbles for max energy. You're not with your Zenyatta. Your Zenyatta should drop down by now. So should a Sigma. They're up there. They're just like on their own, the three of them. They need to be down here so that you can bubble them and keep them alive. Your bubble, again, your bubble right there is like too late. Like he's already dropping down. They're not going to be chasing him down. They want control of that high ground. Because that high ground lets their dive stage to any point. Because if you look at it like this, once they take this high ground, where can they jump to? Where can you position that they can't reach? Your literal only position you can play that they can't reach is like in here by this doorway. Right?
Yep.
So if you're playing in this doorway, they can't reach you. But that means that you only get like this sideline on the point. And so they get to push it up till here for free. So this area is valuable for them to hold on to, and so they're not going to give it up and drop down for no reason, unless they can like hard commit your Zenyatta. You're playing over here, which is good to bubble your Zenyatta, and should be what you're looking for, because when they jump onto your Zenyatta, that's free 40 energy. Your Zenyatta also should have McCree playing close to him. This is your Baptiste, oh wait, no, this is your Baptiste. This is Genji. Your McCree's over here. A bit far, but he'll be there anyways. Your McCree is also there to stun for the Zenyatta. You have Rock. You have Disc as well, and you have Orb. Zenyatta is unkillable almost, as long as you guys are paying attention. This isn't a scrim, so you guys aren't paying attention, so Zenyatta is still going to die and get his brains fed on, but you know what? It's fine. Yeah, just keep spamming up there, just like keep spamming, try and build ult. That goes in the air. Your bubble is, again, preemptive. Your bubble was used there. They know you don't have projected. He's going to jump for the Zenyatta. He goes for the BAP. BAP is isolated. Bap drops down. He uses his heal thing, and because he was in the bubble when he used it, no one else is getting the heals.
I mean, we're all pretty healthy, so.
It is, but it means you guys don't have the heals for the sustained fight, especially for this volley. Zen misses. That's unfortunate. Zen missed a free shot on you. That's unfortunate.
What is this tracking, dude?
This monkey's still behind you. Remember the target focus of the monkey, not the ball. Ball is too mobile for you to chase down, and you don't have a Lucia to chase him down with.
I think we did okay burning that ultimate from Echo.
You guys use High Noon, and that's it. That's a great fight, ult economy. Although you bought time, you didn't really like get any ults out of them using High Noon.
I should have grabbed by now, but I'm terrible.
It's fine. Their ball's already dead. You can just keep right-clicking them, break the barrier. Just like walk up and mouse one the barrier. If you mouse one the barrier, your team can start shooting the rest of them. You do a shit ton of damage. Your Genji's already in blading. Trance was not committed for the blade. That is unfortunate. They're going to hard commit with Trance then this next fight.
Where should I be going right now?
High ground. Always high ground.
I was trying to like, I didn't want to walk around, so I was trying to.
Up there, you should be like up here with your Zen and Bat because they want to take blue box. They're running dives, so you take tarp, you take blue, and you just stage up here. It's called blue because of the blue tarp on the box.
Yeah, I was trying to like.
If you were up here with your Sigma, you can give him a bubble right now and make it so that he can stay a bit longer. And possibly be there for the extra damage to kill the Winston.
How much health did he have? He was 1, dude.
It was probably like 10 HP or something. Instead, you're like kind of down here, you're out of the fight, out of the way. This monkey's just chasing you down. Right click him, right click him, right click him. Your right click is burst damage. Your left click is not the greatest burst damage to kill people with. If they're low, just right click them and burst them down instantly rather than letting them get away at 1.
I grabbed when everyone was dead.
You waste a grab. Okay, cool. They're running, keep in mind, they're still running the hypermobile comp. And you're playing Ryan, a very steady hero. Good block on the slam. Just swing at him. He gets out. Genji's on you guys. You're also playing really far forward. I would not... Okay. For this entire duration, by the way, I would just be playing back here and waiting for your team to regroup. You're still waiting on your Baptiste. But once you had all 6, then you can walk forward. Do you see how low you already are and you haven't even gotten into the fight yet?
Yeah, I'm feeding.
Yeah, pretty much. If you just like play this corner and play safe and wait, you have Sigma to throw his barrier out and not take any damage or be at any risk whatsoever to poke. You can throw a Fire Strike out and just like chill and wait for your 6. Once you get 6, you just rush out and you drop on them. There was no like real reason to be like out there and almost dying already. That's a ton of ult charge. Genji is trying to get greedy. He's gonna Fire Strike deflect you.
Yeah, I Fire Strike my whole team.
Yeah, you did. That's fine. That's a kill. Just drop down on them and take space. Your Genji's weak. Shield. Just walk forward. There's not really a ton of damage they can do. The most damage they have is Echo and Zen. Like, they're not really going to kill you with your armor. So you don't have to, like, constantly keep barrier up for yourself. They're already taking the high ground. It's fine. This is a weird position to be in, especially up here alone. Yeah, you drop down and get out of that bubble. You don't want to be stuck in there. This is bad, again. Keep in mind where your healers are. You should be playing around over here. You playing over there on your own is isolating yourself and making it easier for you to die if your healers can't keep line of sight on you. Or your healers have to come out there into this open area to have line of sight on you and puts them in a position to die from the echo slash ball. Instead, you're just like on your own. Like, your entire team is fighting over there and you're over here. Had you already started retreating this way rather than like playing by the mini, you could have been with your team and gotten better healing and stayed alive, or been there to help your team. So like, rather than going for health packs, go for your teammates. Also, they're not going to kill you. Well, now they are because you no longer have armor, But while you had armor, you could have just like 180 and pinned backwards into your team for a retreat. They can't really chase you down, and if they accidentally jump in front of you, they get pinned, and that's damage and ult charge. Armor is a huge deal in this game. Like, it makes a huge difference, like, your armor value for how much damage you can take. Especially because, like, both of these characters do, like, shit for damage. Like, Winston barely tickles if you have armor, and Ball barely tickles if you have armor. If you don't
I
have armor,
single
yes, they can do a ton of
lost
damage,
this
but, like...
fight for the team.
What?
I lost this fight for the team.
Kind of, yeah. You definitely were, like, out of place, and so they just, like, fed on you. You're back. You almost have Shatter. Go in. That's a kill. Just walk forward. And, oh, that's unfortunate. Dash resets. And Discord. There's a Zenyatta Genji behind you. Zenyatta should be dead. Cool. Good work, McCree. Unfortunate for Baptiste playing out in the open. That's another thing. Because they have an Echo, you can't play on this high ground. You play this low ground. Because it's covered, and so Echo can't, like, free fire from above. She has to approach you from, like, a more accessible angle. So keep that in mind when playing up against, like, Pharos and Echoes. Like, you need to play under cover against them. You don't want to, like, play out up here in the open, because then they have, like, all of the skybox to shoot you from and maneuver. Whereas, like, over here, they have, like, a very limited range of space that they can shoot you from, especially, like, reliably shoot you from. Like, how much can they actually, like, move around in this area to try and hit you from? This is a really bad example, but that's, like, the best I can come up with. Better one would be, like, if you're holding, like, over here, like, rather than playing, like, out over here in, like, this entire open space that they can shoot you from, if you play in here, there's, like, very little room that she can come in from to try and hit you from. So that's another thing to keep in mind with positioning. Ball's just, like, messing around. You're on the low ground. You used to be holding corners. You're not holding corners. You're backing up. And you gave them room to stage and then set up their dive. Because they got to this point, they can now pick their dive. If they want to dive the high ground, they just walk over here and jump. Or they can just jump onto you like they did and try and beat you. Nice shatter. Whatever.
Thanks.
If you had held, like, this corner up here and just, like, constantly been swinging at them and doing damage, you could be more aggressive, and you have a Baptiste to heal. Like, what? How are they going to out-heal your Baptiste and Zenyatta? If Bap just, like, keeps throwing disc on you and, like, shifting and right-clicking you, you just, like, swing at them. Sure, they can put an anti on you, but then you just, like, get disc. And you build shatter, and then you just shatter their team when they try and rush you. You're over here. Echo's in the air. Echo's not really a target for you. You should be looking at the Ana. Ana's keeping the Echo alive. Kill the Ana, Echo dies. Instead, Ana's not being pressured at all. Watch this again from the Ana's point of view. Dookie doopie doo. No one is putting pressure on her. She's just standing back here shooting for free. You're busy swinging at an Echo on point that's not going to die. She has no pressure on her whatsoever, except for, like, now the Genji's on her finally.
Yeah, she got the Genji too.
Yeah, but it was too little too late.
Shitty back the Genji.
Yeah, you could have walked on the Ana way sooner.
I think the Ana killed the Genji twice that fight.
Yeah, well, that's a shame for the Genji. Get good. Alright. On to next. Posturing. Again, I think you're posturing really early, I think. Yeah, your team is finally here. Your barrier is nearly dead. You don't need to poke until you have 6. Actually, you can poke and get fire striked up, but there's no reason for you to burn your barrier when your team is still down. Good block on the sleep. High noon is good. Just walk forward. Just walk forward. You don't need to hold space. You can walk forward. You know Ana's in that right room. Just walk forward on her. This is a huge difference between, like, low tier players and high tier players. Tanks in low tier are useless. They expect the DPS to do everything. You can walk forward and just swing at him. You didn't walk forward and you didn't take the space, and now you finally built Shatter. You could have had Shatter way sooner to swing at them now and hit them. If you had just, like, walked forward onto the Ana that was, like, right here and just, like, started swinging at her. Because, like, their Mercy was dead. Ana's hiding in a corner. What are they going to do to you? They're going to tickle you with the Winston bubble? like hell. You guys have to use both Sig and Reinhold's that fight rather than just like using Reinhold into their backline. Nanoblade is getting Mercy pocketed. That's unfortunate. That is a team kill right there. But it gives you time because they used all of those ults and you guys didn't really use anything per se. You have time. This is just like snowball. This is just like trying to buy time. Positioning is kind of awkward for that. You buy time, but they just have advantage here, and they're just doing whatever they feel like on point.
Their Ana is fucking crazy at the high ground.
You're just looking at the biggest target. You're not looking at the lowest HP target. The Mercy should be your priority to focus her down. Ana's too far in the back. She has really good positioning. Like, she's too far in the back to be of ability to hurt her. And she just keeps healing the Mercy, so it's making your life miserable. You guys also don't have like a bubble to isolate them, and that makes Ana useless. Also, she was 2 bars. That's unfortunate.
At this point, I was trying to build
like buy time.
The ult. So
yeah,
I was hitting the ball.
Because Ana's like way back there, she's just getting heals for free and she's not being pressured again, so she can take her time taking her shots. So that's just unfortunate. There's not like much you can do besides like try and capitalize on the snowball and make the best of a shitty situation.
When did she get up there?
When she died and respawned and she just walked up there.
That's a lot of time without heals though.
No, it isn't, because like it's only maybe like at most like 2-3 seconds. You're playing bubble. You're nearly dead. Okay, one thing with Winston that I noticed between like the 4K team I coach and like the 3K team is Winston in 4K uses bubble to isolate. Winston in 3K uses bubble to protect. Do you understand the difference?
Yeah.
Do you though?
Yeah. Like if you want to dive like a backline target, you don't want them to be able to help them, so you use the bubble to keep everyone out.
No.
If they go in, they die.
No. The Winston in 4K dives the Reinhardt and isolates with bubble so that the healers can't support him, and then they burst down the Reinhardt.
Same difference.
You're isolating your Reinhardt from your healers, not the healers from the Reinhardt. Because the Reinhardt needs to walk into you. The healers like Ana and Baptiste, they need line of sight with like clear line of sight. The bubble prevents the healing from coming through, and it makes it easier to kill whatever that is isolated in the bubble. Essentially, the bubble is your kill box in on attack as a Winston. Also, they have much better coordination and they know how to execute dives, so I mean, there's also that difference. Yeah. Sure, Genji's dead. Take blue box from them. Ashe drops down, you drop down. You don't need to drop down. You drop down early. You committed bubble and you drop down, and now you have to use jump to escape.
I was trying to get the bubble on the low ground. So
and now you're alone. You could just like stayed up there and just like chilled. Like no one can come up there while you're up here, and so now you have to back up because you're half HP and you have no cooldowns. You had jump, and if they try and pressure you out from up here, you just jump backwards to your team. But because you drop down into them, you have to use jump in passively, and now you can't. You have to once again engage onto this Ashe, who's up here for free, because you gave it up. She takes that at any time, any day. She's like, cool, you gave me high ground, I will take it and start shooting your team. Jump on Ashe. Ashe uses boop. You get booped again. Sweet airtime. There's a window where Ashe doesn't have cooldown. You need to be coordinating with your D.Va though when you're diving the Ashe. D.Va can eat the coach gun. Gengu uses blade. Gengu's half. You use chump again, really weird. Gengu's dead. You're dead. Like, your cooldown management on Winston is not great.
Okay, how many times have you seen me play Winston though? I just played it because they asked me to, but...
Yeah, that's fine. Just saying.
Yeah,
It's like, it shows he's not your character of choice. Your Zen's dead. Your Zen's so dead. Your Genji went in for Blade. Yep, that's good. You commit with the Genji. When your Genji goes in with Blade, you go into that way. There's more people for them to focus on, and they can't really make a decision on who to kill. You're weak. You're dead. Your Ana. Yeah, your Ana was kind of not being able to keep you alive.
On this game.
Hmm.
I'm literally doing nothing.
Kind of. Take blue box. Don't take the low ground. Take the high ground. That's fine. You don't chase him. Don't chase. Just take the high ground and dive their Ana. Their Ana's free with Ashe.
I
Sure,
missed the jump.
Genji's dead.
we all tried to go there and then we missed the jump. Fucking stupid.
You can use leap, you know.
I wanted to save it to dive the Ana.
By the time
I
your
guess.
team gets up there, you'll have it again.
Yeah. Figures.
You guys suck at staging.
Yeah. At this point, everyone was kind of salty.
Yeah, no, their Ana should be dead. Your team is just taking way too long to stage. You should be getting up to blue. You finally jump up here. You don't have to use bubble, but like you just jump up here and hide behind the blue box, and they have to be aware of your presence now. And you're now in position where you just jump on the Ana. She no longer has sleep, so she's dead. This is finally what I've been saying to do, is jump the Ana. Now jump the Ashe.
I think I die here. Do I? No.
No. Your Ashe, the Ashe should be dead. You have Primal, you should never be dead. There's no reason for you to be dead with Primal. If you're low, you press Q and you instantly get 1000 HP to juggle people with. Ball is weak. Kill Ball, then Primal the doorway.
That was
Ball's
a
dead.
late
Now
kill.
go. Now jump to the doorway and juggle them. Well, wrong doorway, but whatever. Tracer wins these.
I was just trying to burn time. So I knew she was gonna touch.
You're watching the wrong doorway. They're just walking out of that bottom doorway, and they got people on card. You could be in the doorway Primal juggling them and keeping making space for card. But because you didn't, and now you use it here defensively to break lines, you're dead.
Yep.
Like, the amount of time you spent just like messing around with that Tracer is tragic. Like, 3 on card pushing. They came in from that door, whatever. You still have Primal that you can juggle them from. And just like juggle on card. Instead, you just eat a shit ton of damage from the mines and die for it. Thankfully, Nano Blade is good and gets people. Somehow.
He got good. And then. And I'm back to Ryan. Like,
fine.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
First 2 points are super vertical. Third point is definitely a line. Your EMP got 1 person? Not enough people. They're on Zarya. Zarya's gonna fuck you up. Winston's in. Winston is out. He uses bubble poorly. That's a diamond bubble right there, bud. Solid pin, but it's bubbled. Your Genji's definitely doing work here. They don't have a Reinhardt, so yeah, that's fine. Just keep swinging at them. Keep swinging and take the high ground. Go meet them at the top left door. You're just standing on card. Like, this is a huge difference between, like, lower and high tier. Like, there's constant planning and stuff happening. There's, like, never a moment where people are just, like, chilling. Swing at both. You kill them. Nice. I thought you were going to go for the cliff charge.
No. I was trying to catch anyone in guard if there was
Right
four
now,
people.
well, too late now, but I would be in that left room just like waiting for them to walk forward so that you can get a flanking shatter onto the team. Your Genji is massive. Break bubble and just drop shatter. Kill the Zarya. Nice. Bouncer at the door. Pin. The knockback should knock people off. Yeah. This is fine. This is just cleaning up now. You were good at tempo. Like, your ults were there and perfect. Like, you did everything perfectly right there. You use your shatter to aid the tempo going and constantly staggering them because they were literally camping right there. There's no ult tracking at this elo, so you know what? You can do whatever you feel like and not have to worry.
Difference between my Western and my Rhine.
It
I at least look like I know
massive. It is
something.
a sizable gap.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you know what to do on Ryan, you don't know what to do on Winston, you don't know how to use his cooldowns or anything, but your Reinhardt's good, you have a good understanding of tempo and how to carry your momentum going forward. Your Shatter was perfect in terms of keeping your tempo, you got the Zarya and the Sombra or something, and
Okay.
and you got both of them killed off, which is fine. The Nano was an overcommitment though, but whatever, nitpicking. But that was fine, and because you kept doing that, your team had like people on card constantly moving it, and you were constantly buying time to move the card forward and hold them in their spawn. Then their Ana and Baptiste walked out of the spawn doors for whatever reason they thought that was a good idea, after they were constantly losing people. And so you literally just like pin into them, the pin momentum will knock them off the map, at the very least. At most you get a pin kill, and make sure you don't go off the edge of the map. Ana didn't go off, the Baptiste did after getting a swing on him, and you just keep constantly killing them. Like, if they're going to keep coming out one at a time, you're going to keep killing them one at a time. You take those fights. They will eventually kill you, but the time it takes for them to kill you is so great. Like, your team should be fine, and you should have healing. You see a Reinhardt, you're playing this much better on Reinhardt than you did on Zarya. Just play back and play for poke. You should be gone by now. There's no reason for you to be this here for this long. You should be already over here setting up so your team can start spamming them down when they come around this corner. That's 6. There we go. You drop early. The point is, like, right now in the happy middle ground, like, you drop early and you contest it in a spot that's favorable for them. Now you contest it here, where it's like going uphill, and they have to now choose to split or not. You should be dead. How are you not dead? Where's your other healer? No, it's Ana. Unlucky for your Junkrat. High ground is in control of the McCree. You kite this. Unlucky. Yeah, their Ryan's just swinging at you because he doesn't give a shit. Does he do anything besides just like swing at you for free?
Oh my god, I could have killed him if I hit the fire strike. Oh no, he had a this. But I misforgot.
That ult's about to be committed. That's a good fire strike through you and the Zen. And then he's just constantly on you because no one's looking at you. He has the Mercy and stuff on him, whereas your team is not giving you resources. They're giving the Genji resources. And so he's happy to just keep swinging and blocking the D.Va. He dies for it eventually, but it's fine.
The scapegoat.
D.Va's good. D.Va's buying time. Genji's getting picks. Junkrat tires you, so you guys cap. Or you guys stall him out here. Okay, this one, this was what frustrated me, was your pathing on this one. Like, you could have won this way sooner. So far, your pathing has been fine, kind of. Your Winston pathing was tragic. Your Zarya pathing as well. Your Reinhardt pathing was fine.
Yeah, I know.
So, okay. If the enemy team drops down from the high ground, what can you do on attack to force a fight where they drop down early?
Go to high ground?
Yeah. So rather than, okay, I'm gonna let this play out and then I'm gonna show you. Okay, they drop down early, right? Like, they're just drop down, but you're still able to move the card because they can't contest it just yet. They're running Sig Hog. Unlucky that you lost to Zen, Because you lost his end, you give up immediately. You don't take this fight. You only have a minute and you can't make any mistakes, so you give up space. Zarya is still in it. You guys don't like hard backup, you just like soft backup and you just keep poking them out. Okay? Wait for you to respawn. Their McCree's done doing damage. Here's the thing. Look at your team comp. You have an Ana, you have a Mei, you have a Zarya. You don't have the McCree. But here's the thing. They have a... Is this working? It is. Okay. My tablet turned off because I wasn't using it for so long. Whoops. Okay. So here's the thing. They have a McCree Mercy. If McCree Mercy owns this high ground, they just shoot at you for free. You have nothing... Well, you have a Genji. But you have nothing in your kit that can effectively deal with him up there. So you do not want to let him stay up here. Like, if he's up here, you are dead. Your pathing should be in here. Because the cards are, like, right here, you can just drop down from here and take the fight. You can take this high ground, set up your Ana to land a nade shot. If you nade their, like, core, like, right over here, you just drop forward, kill the core, and then you drop back to point and you start pushing it forward. You just need to win the fight. You don't need to constantly put pressure on the point. Because the end is, like, right here. By the time you get a team kill, there's no way they respawn in time to make it back to the point. So, yeah, just take the high ground, force the McCree down, land a nice, fat anti-nade, and int. There's nothing they can do. They don't have Zarya Bubble to cleanse. They don't have, like, Immortality. They're running... Well, they're running a Baptiste. They have Immortality, but it's not going to last. Instead, you're going down here. Okay? In your infinite wisdom as a Reinhardt, you're going into this nice, tiny doorway, and they're just funneling damage into you. They're taking all the angles they want, and they're just, like, throwing all the damage into your, like, this one narrow point and shooting you guys. The McCree's still up there with the Mercy Pocket, just, like, shooting you from behind as well. Ashe is up here as well. Like, you going down here is, like, possibly one of the worst decisions. The other one is, like, coming in through here. That's, like, the second worst decision to make. Well, nah, actually, that's the worst. This is the second worst. You taking this high ground angle, freeze it up, because you can choose to attack from here, you can attack from here, and stage like high ground for that, and then drop down onto whoever you want. Like, this entire area is for yours to pick where you drop down. If they're like setting up over here or in this back corner, you just drop down from here and take them. If they're setting up in servers, you can run across for over here and go into servers and fight them over here. Like, you have so many options if you take this high ground. From this area, you just walk main. There's only one angle of attack that you can pick from, and that they know which one you're going to do, because you can only do one thing. So you take low ground, and they know you're coming main. They use window, and your team just kind of... Well, you walk forward, which is the smart thing to do. You walk forward window. Your Mei, does she ever use wall to isolate? She's trying to freeze a Hog. That's cute. Hog line of sights. No, Hog does not line of sight. He gets BAP healed though from up top. Anti-nade is good. Wall is bad. Hog is dead.
Huge bubble.
Yeah. BAP is next on point. BAP is dead. I can play this faster. Ashe is next. Ashe dead. Just deal with people one at a time. Lucio is next. McCree next. Unlucky the deflect didn't kill him. Your slam is early. Diva ult is good to zone the point. Yep, that's it. Easy fight win once you guys cleaned it up. But your positioning there was like, do you understand why that was like you made the worst possible choice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any preference on the next map to review?
I wanna watch a good map where I thought I didn't play terribly. The first one I sent.
All right. Which one is that?
Oh, did you see it already? It's
X39 copy.
it's Oasis, I think.
Wait, what map is it?
Oasis. Did you see it already?
I must have. Oh. Well, it's already in my list, so I probably did.
Hmm.
We'll see.
This one I just made tank difference. The other Ryan.
Oh, that's uneventful. Fire strike through him. Yep. Their Rhine is on the passive. You should be pressing W. Their Rhine gave space. Like, okay. Here's the thing. Here's the one thing you could have done differently over here, okay? The moment the Rhine backed up like this, who's exposed? I'll give you a hint.
The healer.
Yeah. You just run into her. What's Reinhardt going to do to stop your entire team from running into her and then turning and running onto them? So what if they get on point first? You literally killed half their healing. Mercy's next. And Mercy cannot keep a Ryan Zarya alive against a Ryan Zarya Moira. With Lucia speed boost as well. Like, you win this just by literally walk forward, kill her. Soldier's also right here. If he accidentally walks into the crossfire, sucks to be him. Then you turn onto them and you just rush into them like this. Instead, you guys go to meet them here in the idiot war against their Reinhardt. Like, their Reinhardt gave up space. You win this fight by taking space. So, onto the idiot fight, on point.
Yeah, but sometimes I go, like I do that, and then I realize I'm by myself. I guess that's why I should be calling it out. So.
Yeah, that's why you're in comms and you call it out. You just like say, go for it, guys, press W, press W, press W. Ana on her own on the left, everyone would kill Ana.
Peach pin.
Instead, you're now in this long fight. Like, their Ana's still alive and getting value, and like you're still fighting right now. This fight could have been over if you just rushed the Ana, killed her. Mercy has to go back to res that, and while she's resing, her tanks are alone, not getting healed. You kill the tanks. And what's Ana going to do with dead tanks? Ana's going to back up with the soldier and get out alive. Like, you could have won this fight, but because you guys don't rush the Ana, like, that's definitely like a massive misplay. Meanwhile, their Torb kills their Ana finally, and Mercy goes for the Ana, but their tanks are still on point because they killed you already, and you guys give the first cap. You're on your own. You back up and get back to your team. If you get shattered here, I'm going to... Yeah, your team gets shattered. Good trap, I think, or something from the Reinhardt. Shatter's massive. Pin is good. Nano's unfortunate. And now you walk on point. Like, you gave them 28% of, or 30% and ticking of zone control that they should not have gotten had you just, like, walked in on the Ana. I want to rewatch this also real quick. Is there any signs that you should know that the Ana was there as well? Like, if she uses any tracer rounds or anything. Yada yada, scouting.
All I see is colors.
You see nade. You back up first. Oh, that's fine. You backed up real hard first. You could just like play the corner to stabilize. Like if you just play this corner to stabilize, if they overextend, you can swing into them. If they come in main, you can kind of swing out behind them. You had, well, you saw the Ana nade, but you didn't have any way of knowing her positioning. Which is unfortunate, but whatever. This is a good shatter, it gets both tanks, and it gets nano out of them. Especially after blocking their shatter, so you trade a 1 for 2. Well, you trade 2 for 2, actually. You use Torbolt. Zarya needs to die here, she's high energy. Zarya gets out alive, that is... well, no, she dies. That's good. You need to kill her if she's high energy. Reset her energy. Stage the high ground. You guys have a soldier. Okay. Real quick. You guys have a soldier who's playing the shittiest position he could possibly. Soldier should be up here just shooting at them, because if he's up here shooting at them, there's nothing they can do to really touch him. They have their own soldier tracer to shoot, but like the range that soldier gets is so like valuable. Plus he just kites back like this and still does damage, and they can't really chase him except like exposing themselves over there. You should be like somewhere up here protecting your soldier so that he can free fire. You don't need to be down there to do damage. You just throw a fire strike at them or whatnot. You spam them out until they get onto point, then you drop down and rush into them. You have a Lucio for a reason. But instead, you're just staging down here and you get caught in the grab early. There's no concept of staging in like flat and diamond.
Yeah.
Good swing on the tracer. That sucks for her. Alright. And stage. Stage. Stage.
I'm staging, okay.
Stage. You're still just standing here. What's your plan for this fight? Where are you going to take it? You almost have shatter. Where do you want to shatter them? Are you going to shatter them main? You're literally not staging. You're letting them get into position. Imagine if you were already up here for when they come in, instead of like waiting for like a greedy fire strike that may not catch people. Like by now you could be up here just like waiting for their next attack and knowing what you're going to do, because if they're walking main, you can shatter them main. If they come in through halls, you can literally just come in over here and shatter them or something like that. But you're just like up here limiting your choices for your fight, because like if they come in over here, you shatter them. If they rush halls, you have to meet them over here and then fight them in this like this awkward angle like this, and you have to shatter them. If they go down below, which is what they do, you're not expecting it at all because you have no scouting whatsoever of that, and you have to react to them. This dumbass. Zarya Bubble needs to wear out, and then you're going for shatter. Yeah. Pin them! You could have pinned them off the map. God damn it. You literally could have gotten like 2 environmental kills or killed them all with like 1 pin. Pin does have knockback, you know that, right?
But Pin does 50 damage and Swinging does 75.
You still get credit for killing them from environmentals.
I don't think I would have gotten out.
Electric Cowboy. Now you use Pin. Zarya's looking for you. She doesn't know how to aim. That's unfortunate. Pin is there. Your counter pin is magic.
I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Why couldn't you do that sooner? There's... She tried. Grab is going to be used? No. Oh, grab doesn't even exist. That's unfortunate. Yeah, no, your shatters are just outplaying this Reinhardt. Your decision making, maybe not.
0-1. Ready for battle. Physical activity.
Please tell me it ends here. It does not end here. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
On to the next round. Alright, 1, you take high ground. You do not take low ground.
What's the message?
High ground is favorable. It gives you more angles to shoot from, and it's less angles for them to shoot you from.
Every
2,
time I go high ground on this
you
map,
don't play
I
corners. Play corners, man. Just like dip into this corner if you need healing. Their Reinhardt kept dipping backwards because he knew that he can back up to get healed. You were playing so far forward and you did not have sustain. If you had played this high ground, the point hadn't unlocked yet, you could just like fire down at them for free. You have a Torb and a Echo. Echo can just do whatever. Armora just throws her orb down. You throw fire strike through them. What are they going to do? They're going to try and walk up to you. Their Hanzo might come while coming up to you, and then you swing at him and bat him away like a fly he is. Their McCree can't stun you from down there. He has to come up here, and if he does, he's in swinging range. There's no reason for you to like really fight them on the low ground when the point hasn't even unlocked yet. High Noon gets her Echo. That's unfortunate for Echo. Zarya needs someone in front of her to protect her.
don't know why my team is looking down a window. Like, what?
Yeah, just line of sight that. Shatter is massive. Shatter
I
is
got-
massive.
yeah.
You're dead.
His shadow was massive, or
Yeah. You forget they have a Reinhardt?
yeah, I did. I tunnel vision for sure.
Yeah, I know. Your shatter there was crazy. Like, I would not have shattered that. I would never expect to take a fight in that area. That area is too easy for them to kite out of. You also have no control of the tempo of this fight. Like, they're in control and dictating it. So, like, your shatter there is just throw. As long as they play out for a very long fight, even if you use shatter there and get like 1 or 2 people and they just kite on point, they can still have respawns in and keep control of the point. Now that you finally have control of the point, you can start setting up the tempo.
And this is when I start telling my Zarya, hey, we just grab this fight and then shatter the next one.
Grab should be used. Grab is massive. You walk forward. You should not be walking this far forward.
Repairing the damage.
So what if there's a Hanzo? There's still like no reason
just
to like
plain up.
chase this deep. Your team is not split. Like, at most you chase them out to like over here by this car, but like you don't really chase them too far into their spawn. Even if like the Hanzo split on his own on the side, like you just designate like an echo or something to chase him. Because if he's just shooting at you, he's building ult charge, and that's not great, especially if they're building dragons. Shatter is massive as usual. Disc is good. Now that's unfortunate for whoever's got shattered.
I jumped, yeah.
Good fire strike, good angle. Walk forward and take your space back. The more ult, again, overcommitment, but it's gold or plat, whatever.
Get into position. Not yet.
Again, you're not really like planning for the next fight, I think. Or you're not thinking of what you're going to be using or what they have for the next fight.
Oh, I did say to Zarya to build grab for next fight and use it.
D.Va's no longer okay. D.Va's no longer with her team. You just walk into her team and build and you grab them. D.Va literally just fucked off and exposed her entire team for you guys to melt. You guys should be rushing them. Well, you're weak. Please tell me grab comes out soon. Oh no, she's dead. How did she die? God damn it. The moment you see D.Va fly away, that means her team is exposed to grab and she can no longer eat it. It's at that moment that your Zarya is like, okay, cool, I now win this. Instead, you're kind of just like sit there and you guys don't recognize how much of an opening or misplay their D.Va made. It's okay if their D.Va caps the point. You guys win the fight, kill their team, and then you just take back the point. What's she gonna do? 1v6? Good joke. To your left. Oh, no, he's in there. Losing your targets, whatever. D.Va's weak. Just go for a shatter. What a legend. You finally win it, but I mean, it was really late. And now you take point. And now you press W. And you win.
Victory.
A bit harder than it should have been, but you won at the end. You just straight up, like, you could play better positioning and so on.
There's just zero coordination. I don't contribute to that at all.
True. Well, your shatter was definitely massive. It shut down the moral, which could have won them that point. As for like winning like staggered fights and stuff, this is a great one because I do it twice.
Ready for battle.
But also it's me. Yeah. So one thing that I'm doing constantly, we don't need to do this. This is just me doing my random shit. It's just like, yeah, I died to a mine there or stuff on point, but like, you see how like, even though it's like I'm on point, I'm only target focus firing like a specific person. I'm not like going for random damage. Like, I know like what my picks are and so on. Whoops. I know what my their carry is and so on, and so like I'm looking for my picks and everything. Get out alive, build up my pulse bomb, just constantly harassing. I get oh, that's unfortunate. I get two. Yeah, I should slow down for that. So this is the first of 2 times where I do this shit. Okay. Coming in on point, I'm not going to use my blinks just yet. I could blink onto point right now, but I'm going to wait. See soldier, stick the soldier. He gets 2, that's good for me. I see Junkrat's weak, I'm trying to focus him down. Junkrat's dead. They're down 3 instantly on point. They could be guaranteed down 2, 3 was lucky because of the pulse bomb. I think just like focus fire on low HP targets and we win back control of the point. Rather than like going in randomly and like picking people, I'm like looking for stickies on the squishy. I'm not looking for like stickies on like a heavy or on like a tank. Same thing with like playing Wrecking Ball. You need to be looking for your slams on a squishy because your slam is an easy one shot. You slam and then shoot people in the air and you can kill a squishy, like the Ana or the Mercy. This dude fucks up. Cool.
You should have died.
I should have. He should have just found the hammer on me. I get away with so much bullshit on Tracer.
Well, you're smurfing here.
This is not technically smurfing if it's literally my rank.
Isn't this like, aren't you 2200 or something?
I'm 2300, yeah.
It's not your rank. You know it's not your rank.
It is not, yeah. Again, same deal. I see the Mercy, I go for the stick on her, instead I get the McCree. I get both DPS and I'm still focusing fire on the Mercy. Look at like how much of like I'm just ignoring their entire team. I see the Mora. I ignore the Mora. I want the ult charge. We already have control of the point. I'm not too worried.
You landed 2 bullets, that's good.
There's this one great game where I body block a Zarya on Hanamura, as is Genji. It was beautiful. The poor Zarya was trying to run off the map to die, and I just stood in her way, and my Ryan swung at her.
Switching sides.
Nothing else interesting happens. I just literally am constantly doing shit to the backside of their team. They get tired of my shit, and they start focusing me down. I don't know how Ryan gets out alive.
Yeah, that's sad. I would have
Sad.
stuck there.
And now they're literally, I can hear them chasing me, and I'm just like, nope. Not gonna deal with that.
My ultimate's ready.
Pretty sure I choked the sticky. This torpedo was the most annoying thing possible.
Enemy turret ahead.
That's unfortunate for the bubble. I get turreted and rip me. Nothing else interesting happens this game.
Oh, Hanzo.
Oh, yeah, no, I do go Hanzo, and then I just literally am just... Oh, right, we win this round because I go Hanzo and I get people. Or, no, we don't win this game. Do we? Oh, wait, no, we do win this game. Why would you run in straight line ball?
Do you say Tracer when there's a Torb in the enemy team?
It depends. So when they're running Torb, I'm picking my targets and positioning myself where the turret's not really an issue. If I need to shoot the turret, I will, but like generally speaking, I don't really care if there's a turret. I don't really have many good games to show you of like playing Tracer and stuff because like a lot of times I'm just playing whatever I feel like. Um,
Why do you have so many losses? The fuck?
mainly because I have like shitty tanks and so on. It was mostly a shitty tank. Like usually it was an off tank that was just like playing like shit or something. I can wall the team kept going main even though we could go through castle for second point to cap. What happened in Nepal? I don't remember Nepal, Blizzard World. Oh, Blizzard World was straight up the team. It was just like I was asking for healing and no one wanted to heal me. Feels bad.
I want to watch the Ana game.
The Ana game?
Yeah, Dorado.
Oh. This one? No. Yours?
Yeah, I sent it.
Dorado.
Where I get shattered, do you remember?
Ana game you cringed at.
Yep.
Alright.
Traveling to Dorado. Ready for
I
battle.
think I should have won this game, honestly.
You know, Anna, there are procedures we could look into to repair.
You're very kind. But I'm comfortable with who I am now. It's a good reminder.
How do I trust a man who is half machine?
The heart of a man still beats inside me.
3, 2,
What's your
1.
team comp?
Attackers
Far
incoming.
Mercy, Winston, Zarya, Genji. Okay.
Stop the pain.
You're looking to combo with either the Winston or Genji or Zarya. You don't need to put Nano on the Pharah. Your team's already taking a shit ton of damage. You can be doing this unscoped and not giving away your position, by the way. And also you shoot faster unscoped. Sure, there's tile time, but your Mercy's there to keep people up. Nade is too early. You use Nade and you don't really get anyone or anything with it. You're late on the Genji. Like, you did not need to use Nade there. And even if you did, your Nade missed.
I need you.
Reload. You can animation cancel the reload with melee.
It doesn't make it any faster though.
Clearing the area.
It doesn't?
Just get the melee. No, it's just you just get the melee out. It
Oh.
doesn't get it any faster.
It could be the difference in a 1v1 duel.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, your team is just dead.
Mess with
Like-
my family.
You did not really do that much healing right now on point.
Yeah, I shouldn't have reloaded there. I had 9 bullets and I could have.
This is going to hurt.
If your nade doesn't catch your fire, that's unfortunate. You're also missing.
Well, it's my first Ana game in like a week. So I'll take it.
You've seen my Ana game.
Yeah. As the round goes on, I get better though.
I hope so. If not, you should be playing DAP right now because of your aim. Nano the Winston, Nano the Winston, Nano the...
You're powered up.
Too
Get
late.
in there.
He already backed out. Put anti on whoever he's shooting. Too late. Your decision making with Ana is weird. Like, it's... You definitely need to play her more to make better decisions. Sleep was good. Sleep was ambitious. It was predictive, like, assuming he would keep pressing W, but he didn't. The sleep was fine. Your use of, like, nade and so on was, like, iffy.
في الامتحان يكرم المرء أو يهمل.
Huge me.
If your Winston's out, you're dead, you back up. That's unfortunate that he got out at 1.
We're going to
There's a McCree going behind you. There's a Zarya going behind you.
I missed the sleep.
There's a Reinhardt going behind. Well, he's trying and failing. You know there's a McCree behind you. You should be hugging the wall.
Never die.
Or
Yeah.
playing in cover.
I knew
Unfortunate.
the McCree. I think I called out the McCree too. But nobody listened.
Rhine barrier eats your nade. That's unfortunate. Your Winston's weak on point, but anti. You can't heal him. Take the high ground.
crack. She'll be fine.
You don't need to play
Yeah,
low
I
ground. You
should-
play the high
I
ground.
should take the high ground, huh?
Yeah,
Didn't
shit.
think of that.
You're just playing on the low ground.
Yeah, I really didn't think of. I never think of high ground. You know that.
Nano is late. Well, the Genji was already blading. He also really did that weird. He pulled out his blade and then dashed up.
Yeah, that's.
You missed the sleep on the McCree. You missed the shot on the McCree. McCree kills your Mercy. And you die.
To McCree.
The McCree's cleaning up house.
I wasn't cut out for retirement anyway.
your nade again is really late and you're dead.
Team kill.
It's like you're using your nade. You have the right idea when you use your nade, but you're using it at like the wrong timing. Your Pharah is dead. There's a soldier right there. You don't have nade to heal yourself too. You just toss out nade like it's something. Like keep your nade. Adopt like either one of two mentalities. Use nade defensively and use your nano offensively, or use nade offensively and use nano defensively. I use nade offensively because I like to get antis and my team just cleans up the anti kills. Because there's no healing that can be done, and you guys win that because I can mechanics and hit healing shots on my teammates. You sleep late again. The Reinhardt was fully exposed and you go for shot and then sleep. Rather than sleep and then shoot. It's like you're kind of like there, but also not there at the same time. Like your comfort with playing Ana is not there.
0 to 3.
Even though she's like one of your more played healers.
Size.
Definitely my most played healer.
Initiating.
Let's see. But yeah, no, like your gameplay there is just like you're kind of ineffectual. Like you could have done much more work, like being on like a Baptiste or like Zenyatta, just throwing volleys at people.
Never.
Ready.
Sure, you have nano, but like, how big of a difference did your nano make there? Your Genji dashed up for Blade, and then you nanoed him, and he doesn't have the slash dash cancel.
Rendezvous at my
Everyone
position.
signed their life insurance policies.
You can throw nano on Winston, but you only build like 2 nanos that entire round.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Alright. We're in it. You're constantly poking. You throw nade at a barrier. Okay. Pro tip.
I tossed it at the wall. I got someone, didn't I?
No one's anti.
Hmm.
I want. Where's your nade? Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, he got
It's
bubbled.
just too high.
No, he got bubbled. I saw the hit marker.
Oh. The McCree's looking for you, and he's trying to duel you, and you're just like playing out in the open.
Watching your back.
I missed the pin there.
That's unfortunate for him. He gets bubbled, and he's out. Oh yeah, this gameplay, this part. Your Winston's in there deep. Their McCree's up there. Okay, their McCree and Soldier are right there. Play back here. Make their life a pain in the ass to try and hit you with. You're playing up here out in the open, and it's just like they're just like looking at you like, well, this guy is free as fuck. You play over here, they can't see you, but you can keep healing your teammates, and you don't have to worry about pressure or anything. And even if they try and look at you, you just dip around this corner and no longer have to deal with them. You even have like over here to shoot from, and they can't even see you. Like if you just like shoot from back here, what are they going to do from you? You get up here, yeah, they can see you again. But like if you just like play from like over here, like they can see you from this one narrow hallway, and that's it. And then you just like dip around over here and you keep shooting. Like you just play back here, you're so much safer off than like playing out here in the open where they can see you clearly from like either doorway. They're not playing this long sideline, so like that backside is completely safe and you can just like chill.
Forgot that was a part of the map, to be honest.
There's soldiers on the low ground, that's rushable. You catch his rockets with your face, good catch.
Thanks. I have practice.
McCree's on the high ground. Throw nade, throw nade, you throw nade way too late. And you get shattered from behind. 180 sleep it. Nope. You could have thrown nade in there and gotten so much value because your Winston's going in over here. It's a literal one-way tunnel. Your Winston's over here. You know McCree's running through. If you throw nade, you can catch the McCree and get him anti and possibly get damage or kill on him. Like, you could just, like, go in, like, just commit to the nade. You commit to the sleeps way more than you commit to your nade. You're out in the open. Hey, man. Oh, this shit show. You could be unscoped and shooting him. Hey, there's McCree on the high ground. Do you see how long it took for you to sleep him?
No, I was spamming it. It wasn't cooldown.
Was it on cooldown?
I remember because when I died, I was like, come on, just one more sec.
Their McCree's still up there. Oh, you could have naded him when he was on the ground. That's fine.
I didn't want to
He's
wake
still
him
up
up
there.
on that. Yeah.
If you want to play on the payload like that, you need to clear out the McCree first and then play on the payload. As the McCree, I like to be up there and just like shoot people because no one really punishes me, and it works great.
It's the tank mentality. I just want to be on the payload all the time.
Yeah, I can
shouldn't.
tell. Your Reinhardt pokes through. You don't have resources to keep him alive. Somehow you guys finally get it. You finally use nade offensively and catch one. And now you're just chilling on cart.
30 seconds remaining.
He's running out of time. Everything.
The McCree gets up there for free. Thankfully, he doesn't get there soon enough to do any damage with.
You'll be fine. This will only hurt.
Soldier should be dead. That was a good nade on him.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Good nano.
Find their marks.
And now position. Well, yeah. Your Zarya's just vibing on cart. If Zarya's vibing on cart, you literally just go up here. You can heal your entire team, and you guys can still hold close. Instead, you're just chilling on cart again, and now you have this low ground positioning.
And I get shattered.
You know they have shatter. I would be playing way back here. Someone wakes them up. That is unlucky. And they just throw every ability they had in the game on you. That's unfortunate.
So, okay, my thought process is I saw my Ryan holding shield. I told him they have shatter, don't drop shield, and then he dropped shield.
Yeah, because you said don't drop shield, and he heard drop shield. Do you think people in this rank listen?
No, you're right.
And you walk into the Reinhardt again. Just play this corner and play back. What's... That's unfortunate. He's one. Oh. Yeah, I would have assumed he died from that as well. Because he was nade, shoot, shoot. He should have... Oh, right. 225, not 220.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's unfortunate.
Nano boost is ready to deploy. You're powered up. Get in there.
Visor is shut down. Nade was good. You missed shots. McCree on point. Once again.
He walked in front of the fucking thing. This
I would
Ryan-
nade him and then not peek him, because if you're peeking him, it's more damage to your Reinhardt barrier as well. Remember?
Oh, it's true. I complain about it all the time.
Yeah, and you still do it yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I would literally just throw nade at him and then be like, peace. You're on your own, bud. Like, I don't know, like, a lot of the time, like, why?
Hollywood. Ready for battle.
True, that's true.
ازيك؟
Attackers in
This is the game that we played,
Out there. I'll get us home safe.
where I kept sleeping their poor Genji.
I never was.
Did we win this game?
We did.
I killed only because it.
We win this because their Genji got no value from blades.
attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I'll just like breeze through this real quick. Like, positioning, I'm way in the back. I'm not anywhere near. Just heal people. Don't have to worry about scoping in. Nade to anti/heal my team. Do you see how I'm not like playing sidelines? Like, I could be playing over here and be at the risk of taking damage, but I'm playing over here away from any sidelines that they can have on me. I'm just like playing safe over here and just keeping my team alive, and I'm ready to dip out if we need to, but we're like kind of committing. Zarya's about to get the shit beat out of her because she's overextending. Hey Zarya. Yoink.
Get back in the fight.
Can't keep you alive through that. Nade goes in. I need help. I don't get helped. I'm looking at Bap like, please heal me, for the love of God.
I do that all the time. I'm like, I don't want to use my nade. Can you fucking shoot at me
I just
once?
used my nade because Ryan was going in for the pin and it was like just like follow-up damage. I saw Ryan going in for the pin. Alright, he can die. Sorry, Ryan. We had to kill the hog in our back. I had Nano ready just in time. I'm dead here. Yeah, I just saved Nano. They clean us up.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I could have used Nano sooner. I hate all of you guys.
I woke him up. That time.
I had the fight win there by sleeping that blade, and you fucking woke him. He's 1 HP back there. He's an anti and 1 HP and gets healed up.
They almost died to me too.
Nade goes through Matrix to do double damage. Once again, I'm positioned in such a way where when they constantly come out onto the point, I'm not like the first thing they see. Like, I'm holding my doors. So if they come out over here or from that side, like, they don't really notice me, and I'm in right there to sleep them. So if a Reinhardt tries to come forward or pin, I can sleep him before he does too much damage. I'm just back here, Rip or Bap, who's playing frontline. Tanks are armed card, so I can back up. Just keep healing people from backline. I don't need to frontline myself. I tried. I couldn't get line of sight on the Reinhardt.
I didn't wake him up this time.
Yeah, you weren't here to wake him up.
I was right there.
Get out of here. He still kills me in the end, but I mean, I'll take the 1-for-1 rather than from like a 2 or 3-for-1.
I'm not ready to hang it up.
But yeah, I just like, I'm playing so far back where I'm not really like threatened by anything. Constantly harassing them. Or Winston jumps in deep alone, or Ryan's deep alone. I'm trying to use window to heal him. Although I don't think it doubles damage done. I like to think it does.
It does.
No. Or healing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, cool. I know there's a Genji back there. Get out of range of that. Bap gets healed first because Bap has lower HP, and if he takes any damage in the air, it could kill him. The
You
tank
didn't
is
even try to
easier
sleep
keep
the
alive.
guy. Out of the ult.
And then just nano the Ryan now. Unlucky, the Genji's on her back. Ryan is swinging. Their entire team is there, and I want to nade them, but there's a bat barrier in the way. I never use nade, like, I rarely use nade defensively, like, to heal people. Sigma eats the nade, that's unfortunate. Yeah, my use of nade there is 100% throw. Like, we could have won this if I used nade to heal the Zarya. They're gonna rush me. Barrier. Yeah, hog. I should have just backed out quickly. I should not have been there that long. There's double molten cores, I think, or something. It was bad. It was very bad.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm just playing far back. I don't play frontline with you guys. Like, again, even though I play Zarya super aggro, I know how to pace myself on Ana and other characters. Like, I know how to play back. So it's not like the one gear of gameplay, which is your Reinhardt.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective.
Just
A.
vibe. He has deflect. Maywall is over or too early, and I just give it up. I don't need to be up there anymore. Trying to figure out why I can't walk through a doorway. Winston's in the air. Nade is used to heal my team because everyone's weak and Moira is trying. And once again, really shitty Maywall. I try for the nade, but the bubbles come out. Both barriers come out, actually. I'll walk forward because I can. They're retreating. It's space for us to shoot from. Moira gets ult by now because of how much healing she's doing. Especially because like everyone is low, but no one's dead. So that's a ton of HP that she's healing up. I know they have a Sombra and I know they have a Genji. They don't have ulti yet. So I can still kind of play closer to the team, but I'm still playing like kind of like a medium longish range so that I don't get caught by anything. Ryan's just hanging out over there. Here, Ryan. I keep calling that Winston's back there, but no one really turned around for him.
I did. I think I killed him. Or something. I don't know.
The entire team is anti. I think I'm calling for like backup. Wait. And now I'm backing up. This is why I backed up. Fucking knew it. Fucking assholes.
Moira.
It was a mix of Moira, Zarya, and Mei.
All the beams.
Reinhardt, don't. I had to make sure he didn't wake him up.
You almost let me die, dude.
Nah,
Come
you'd
on.
be fine. Listen, I'm Ana. I literally never died defense. I only died offense because of the hog hooking me.
Is this when I headshot her?
You headshot her?
Yeah, twice. Yeah, I wanted to switch because he was being a pain.
Yeah, I just use Nana there to keep Zarya alive because she's half HP after the lift.
Oh yeah, I headshot her.
Oh, nice.
Nap time.
Rip. Easiest sleep of my life. Clean parabolic trajectory motion. Parabolic. Parabolic. Rip.
Not parabolic, it's literally a straight line.
Fires in my face. I need heals. I still don't use heal for myself. I literally use heal to kill a hog rather than keeping myself alive. That should tell you how aggro I am on Ana.
Yeah.
I may not press W a lot, but I will constantly be low HP using my nades to secure kills. Rip.
Hey, there she goes again.
But do you see how like I don't ever push up with the team ever? Like I'm just like constantly in the back. My use of cooldowns feels very like precise. Like I'm never like really caught in a time where I need something, except for like the one time like they were all chasing me.
Yeah.
Like my cooldowns always get value, even if they don't look like it. Like I always use nade particularly for like antis, and then the team follows up the anti nades because it's in a position where it's easy to follow up. It's not like out of the way. Like you're nading the Reinhardt on the high ground when you have nothing to dive up there or anything like that. Like the nades are always done in such a way where it's very precise to heal, to like assist the team fight. The sleep is used as a peel. I don't use it offensively to like win fights. Even when like Ryan v Ryan they pin each other, I use nade. I don't use the sleep because I know once I use sleep, the moment Ryan hits him, he's waking up and he's swinging back at my Ryan. If I use nade, the nade effect lasts even after he's been hit once. He's still anti. He's not gonna get healed. I can keep healing my Reinhardt and my Reinhardt keeps swinging at their Reinhardt. Their Reinhardt's gonna die. Like the use of cooldowns is like something that you need to like build muscle memory for like what to use when. Like I won't use sleep to try and randomly sleep the Pharah in the air. I'll just like try and mouse one her. I won't use nade to like instantly burst heal teammates, even though I should use that more often. Instead, I'll just keep mouse oneing on them, but I will also do it unscoped. Like my use of quick scopes is like not there as much, and my use of like hard scoping shots is not as much. Maybe every now and then, but like a lot of the times I just like unscoped M1 on my teammates because it's faster, and even though it's projectile, it's faster to shoot. So I can get like more healing done. And also like I don't like rush forward. Like I try to see people. Like I put myself in a place. Like I put myself in a positioning where I'm like out of the way from my enemies to see me, but I'm still within line of sight of my allies. So, you know, general notes on gameplay. Zarya, you need game sense. You definitely need to like play other tanks more often than Reinhardt, although you will D-rank if you do it. Your Reinhardt is definitely like much, much, much higher than like all of your other tank game sense and play.
Wait, but I had a couple of good Zarya games the other day.
If you have a couple of Zarya games versus being consistent on Zarya. The only reason I'm bad at Reinhardt is because I don't play him enough and I don't have his tempo down. I can play like other tanks quite well, but like I don't know how to play Reinhardt because I don't have a feel for his pacing.